Okay, this is a quick video explanation of the one God that the Islamic people, the Christians, and Jewish people believe in the one God, right? Okay, Akhenaten, Aten, whatever his name was, says right here he's if you read the like in the Holy Bible, it says that there's in there it states, "Oh, thou shalt not have any other god before me; only worship me." But it's not saying that there's no other gods, right? Well, what other being said that? And if you go back in Egyptian history, right here, it says Aten, the sun god, said the same thing. Now, it claims that they killed him, but in the stories of Moses, when he fled out of Egypt with all the slaves that followed him, there was one God that led them through the desert, that led them away from Egypt. The one God that said, I want y'all only to worship me. But the only one that said that was Aten, the sun god. Okay, right? Because people got all this stuff confused. Well, this goes back to, if you go to ancient Sumerian, Anunnaki, that's where all that comes from. It's the same names. Aten and Akhenaten and Blakhenaten and Flatnaten and whatever. It goes back to that. In Egypt now, before even the pyramids were built, they say about 5,000 years ago, but they said that there were things in the Egypt before the pyramids were built and all this other stuff. It wasn't humans. If you look at it, it's obvious. It wasn't humans that got them to build the pyramids. That's not why the pyramids were built. But anyway, so then you go into this, the Lacerda Files. This is a story that an actual alien reptilian lady came and talked to some dude who was reputable, who told these people about our genetic manipulation. What does it say about the Anunnaki? It says the same thing before even the Lacerda Files surface. It talks about them genetically altering man to make us intelligent so that we would mine gold for them. That's the story. And if you look up the Anunnaki, they're all connected. It's all the same stuff. So if you follow this and right in oh shoot, right in there it says and then Lacerda Files, she said that we were the ones that we called Anunnaki, or we called them Elohim, was the Elohim. Elohim means gods, plural, not one god. This is where all of our supposable gods came from. Pay attention, because people, especially people who want to believe in one god, they're not gods. Okay, so in the Lacerda Files, this reptilian creature says that they evolved here before we did, millions of years ago, and that there was two other races, the Elohim. They're not Elohim. That's what we call them, I guess, but they're called the Elohim or something. They came here to mine for resources. The only intelligent creature on this earth was the reptilian creatures, dinosaurs, and so on and so forth. It's millions of years ago. Well, supposedly another race of aliens came and fought the Elohim, and there was a nuclear fallout. This reptilian lady from the Lacerda Files says that they went underground after that because of the fallout, right? So they went underground to survive after the nuclear war on Earth with these two other races of aliens. Well, supposedly the Elohim won, right? And then about 200,000 years ago or so, they started creating us, manipulating our DNA and whatever. They came up with so many different forms and they wiped us out so many times because it was failed experiments, right? Like the Nephilim, so on and so forth. They're failed experiments of cross DNA with their DNA and the DNA of creatures here. Why? Well, so in the Lacerda File, she says that the reason why is because those other race of aliens, if they come back or will come back, when the Illigen return, evidently they're on what you would call an artificial. It says planet Nibiru, but it's an artificial planet. Why would you need gold for your atmosphere unless it was an artificial atmosphere? So they live on an artificial planet. It's big as a planet, and it circles the sun every 3,600 years, according to all these stories when you put them together. So supposedly when they return, they're going to prepare us for this. So we were bred for war. What other creatures on Earth do you know that kill each other for anything other than survival? To eat or to protect their hive, their pack, their flock, their cave, their whatever it is, their own creatures. They're going to protect each other, right? So they only fight for protection or to eat. It's survival. Humans are the only ones that will kill each other repeatedly, go to war with each other over ideas, over dumb stuff, over stuff that don't make no sense. Fight, 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 fight. That's all we freaking do, right? Well, the story in Lacertifile says we were bred for it. But before all that, 200,000 years ago or so, or whatever, when they first made us intelligent, it was mining gold for them. Little tasks that, used us for whatever it is they wanted to use us for. But eventually, and supposedly by the Lacertifiles, we're the 7th iteration of humans. And they wasn't going to wipe us out this time because they say they perfect. And Lacertifile says they perfected us. And a lot of people that still want to hold on to a religion, seeing all this, knowing all this, having all this information that has been found on Earth, something wrong with you. There's more to it than that. Does that mean that there's no such thing as a God? I don't know. I'm going to say maybe we lack the understanding of what actually would be a God. But we called them gods. We believed they were gods. You're basically stupid, humans at the time, and you see something flying up out of the sky, around the sky, you're going to think, oh man, this is amazing. It's magic. It's, we need to worship these things, whatever the case is. You know, but so believe that these beings are God would be foolish. I'd say. I'll put it that way. I don't believe in God. Period. All the things that I know tells me there is no God. But that doesn't mean, like I said, maybe our human concept of what is God is wrong. Maybe there is a God, a being that is like at the center of the universe during every Big Bang and Big Crunch, never gets completely wiped out and has an actual conscience or whatever the case is. I don't know. Anyway, there it is.